Welcome back to the Jack Sparrow channel. I am Jack. And today I wanted to talk about something more on the philosophical nature of things again. And this time on history and time and how repetitive and cyclical they are. Which, of course, most people realize that, history tends to repeat. And, the cycle of mankind indeed goes around and around and around. But the why and the how are a little bit more what I want to concentrate on. Now, how can the masses, collectively forget their past, forget their history? And it goes to another saying, right, that the history books are written by the victors. And if the victorious decide to change or edit or swap out or delete or alter or do any number of things to the vanquished, if they change their history of the vanquished, or if they even make themselves look really good or change aspects of how they got to where they were, and within a couple of generations you got a new history. Because people aren't going to realize that, because all the new books that come out are going to paint this lovely rosy picture of what happened, right? And this has been going on probably since the beginning of man. Since the beginning of writing or beginning of oral stories. I mean, how far back does it go, truly? Now, if we look at it even a little bit deeper, how do we get into certain parts in history that create issues? Specifically, let's look at 1930s Germany. 1930s Germany, there was a people group that were targeted and their lives were made not pleasant. Let's just leave it at that. And how was that done? Well, the government can't just of any country. Let's say, we'll come to our country soon, but you can't just start. Government can't just all of a sudden just turn their attention on some people group without the citizens being like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on here? You have to slowly change. You have to alter the perceptions of that people group by the masses. You have to turn them against that people group. And that's through propaganda, right? They're the problem. They're the issue. They're why everything is the way it is. We're never going to get better. We're never going to have a better country as long as they're around. We're never going to have a better country as long as they're the problem. And we need to solve that problem. We need to have a solution to that problem. We need a final solution to this. How do we? And then you turn them and you point the finger at them. Day in, day out, day in, day out. They're the issue, they're the issue, they're the issue, they're the issue. And then what happens? Yeah, next thing you know, you got citizens beating up this people group, demanding them yanked out of their homes. It's cycles. The government, you don't think that we should tax them more, or we should take their stuff? We should close their businesses down. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. We can get on board with that. No problem. We'll help you out with that. And then soon the citizens demand the very thing that the government wanted to do in the beginning. Take them out, but not to lunch. Next thing you know, you get buses and boxcars showing up, right? Now, how does that relate to present day? Well, one of the Nuremberg trial participants, I guess you could call him, said that Nazism, let's call it Nazism, had nothing to do with how they were able to do what they did. It was by fear. They used fear. once you control the fear, and you know what people will fear, you can control the people. And that's exactly what they did. Now, let's fast forward to present day. What do you see going on? What's been going on in the last 18, 19 months or so? Constant, unadulterated fear porn. Incessant. Always just, we gotta fear this, we gotta fear this, we gotta fear this. It's the end of the world, the sky is falling. It's the end of the world, the sky is falling. We can't do this, we can't do that. Oh, fear, 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 fear. So people are malleable now. Now people are, jumping at their own shadow and stuff like that. Or, wearing 3-face diapers and gloves and, face shield and hazmat suit and, all sorts of crap. What do you got now on top of that? Well, things aren't going as well. It's probably been planned, but they probably planned for the contingent of people that will say no to certain medical procedures, let's put that. And because they knew there would always be a certain amount of people that, they're desperate. Look at the desperation, we are losing our patience. Remember, that's what Poopy Pants said. To get that in your body by any means necessary. Well, what have we seen the last several months crop up and become louder and louder? You got people like Don Lemonhead. You got that idiot Jennifer Aniston. You got moron Arnold Schwarzenegger or Howard Stern. You got people with voices and influence calling for the dehumanizing and the depersoning of an entire people group. Now, where have I seen that before? And now what you even have is idiots on Twitter, of course, because you have a bunch of non-playable characters floating around in the world who get the new download from the home base, I guess, calling for people to be yanked out of their homes, dragged out of their homes. Yeah. Whoops. Doesn't that sound a lot like something else I mentioned earlier in the video? You're going to have to make your own conclusions on these things, because YouTube doesn't like it when you make direct correlations to things. They don't like you to talk about things, and they certainly don't like you to put 2 + 2 and make 4. You can make your own conclusions on what I said. Drug out of homes. Dehumanizing. You got Billy Gates using the term final solution. Just things. These are just things I think about. Been bothering me for a while. I tried to make a couple different YouTube videos. I couldn't get it quite right how I wanted to say it. Kept slipping up using certain words that they frown upon. It's like the 3rd day in a row I've tried to get it right without using naughty words. So anyway, these are just, like I said, these are just things that I think about. And I think you should think about them too. Now, I don't want to, tell you what to think, but it's not a bad idea to puzzle this through, right? Anyway, I-O, so it's off to work I go. So I will talk to you later in the next video, in the future. Or I guess I'll be talking to you as soon as you watch this, which happened in the past, but for you it's the future, or is it the present for you and the past for me? I don't know. I don't really time travel all that much. Anyway, I'm going to go. Bye.